Hey guys. Actually, let me make sure the sound is about where I want it. Yeah, it is. Okay, so, all right. We have to, again, because I keep switching back and forth, do. Come on. That's fine. Okay, sorry. Um, oh, we got the wrong background. Boy, I'm just having all kinds of issues, aren't I? We're playing Darkest Night. This is part 3. This will be the final part of this. We'll get to know if we got a chance to win this or not, and if we don't, then I'm not going to keep playing it. So this will be the final part. We don't even... Excuse me. We don't even have one key yet. We need 3 keys to unlock one of our dark relics. And we don't even have a single one. And we're starting to get the board filled up. It's not looking great for us at this point. The Necromancer already has at 10, which means now he'll put Blight on 2 locations. So basically 10 is supposed to represent like 10 turns, but we did get a couple cards that fast forwarded that. We had an event that moved it up 2 spaces. So in essence, I think we've had 6 turns. And yeah, if we would have had another 4 turns to do things and scout and do all that fun stuff, maybe we'd be farther along. And of course, as I talked about, you can't keep failing all your missions and keep failing all your checks, because eventually that's going to come back to bite you, which we failed more than we passed in this episode. So, what can we do about this? Turn the brightness up a little bit, I think. Makes it a little brighter for us. Alright, we do have the Paragon, the Acolyte, the Knight, and the Wizard going at it. The Necromancer is over here now. We have several of the characters here. We have the Wizard up here, yes. We have a few different blights out there, nothing too serious. And it is our turn. So, let me see this decay thing here. I want to find out about this again. Items including relics have no effect. Alright, so obviously you couldn't use this thing to pray and one hero of your choice. Oh, I guess it would be any location anyways. So, all of a sudden, I seem like I got to sneeze, and I'm going to have to take a quick break. For some reason, I'll be right back. Alright, we've been off to a kind of a rough start to this one. So we'll see if we can pull this back together for everyone. I apologize. Whew. See if we can do better. Okay. Let's start here with... I'd like to find out who can take that decay out. When attacking blights, is this considered an attack? Is my question, because let's see what the yeah, I guess that is choose a blight in your location and fight it, following the combat rules. Alright, so if we look at the combat rules, okay, if attacking a blight, the target number is the blight's might. Okay, that's what I need to know. Alright, so we're going to use the knight first. He's going to try and get rid of this decay. So he's going to get +2 when attacking blights. So he's going to attack it with 3 dice. We need a 5 or higher. 5, 6, or 7. Okay. 5, 6, or 7. How about 5 or 6, Chester? Come on. What's going on with you tonight? Holy cow. Alright, here we go. Come on, taking out this decay. 3 4s. Oh, bummer, Rooski. No effect if you fail, so he just fails, unfortunately. Great. All right, we're going to have the Paragon. Oh, you know what? Hang on. The Knight is supposed to draw an event. Hang on. He has to take on the Dead Servants. He's got a Shroud, or he's got a Secrecy of 5. So he can try to evade it. He can try to evade with 2 dice, which he will try to evade the Dead Servant. Trying to evade it. 2 1s. No. So failure means he loses a secrecy. Okay, great. Then the Knight does what he's going to do. Great. Okay. Now the Paragon, we're going to remember to do this. Unfriendly Eyes. Count the blights in your location. There is 1. So he has to either spend a secrecy or lose. He's going to spend a secrecy. He's got plenty of secrecy. So that's fine. And now he's going to try and rebuke the decay and fights with 2 dice. Need a 5 or 6 again. Oh my god, that's 5 dice that have failed. Let's see, the Acolyte's the only one left, huh? Yeah, we'll have the Acolyte try to fight it, but he's going to be using a single die. Maybe he'll do better with the single die. No, of course not. Oh, wait a minute. He can't do anything until he draws a card. Oh, great. So we don't have a quest, so we're going to have to bring a new quest into play. This is a secret convoy. We have to find out the location of the secret convoy. It is in number 4, which is up here in the castle. The secret convoy. We have 4 turns to complete this. We only need 1 success. Rumors say the Necromancer has located a powerful artifact, but hasn't yet transported it to his lair. Steal it from the convoy and claim it for yourself. We need to evade versus 5. Each success is 1 result. If we fail, we lose 1 secrecy. If we complete it, we gain an artifact. If this expires, darkness goes up 1 over there on the castle. All right. The Acolyte failed his test against. So the Decay, I guess we're just going to keep the Decay around because none of our characters want to get rid of it at all. And last but not least, we're going to use the Wizard to try and search the mountains. He has a difficulty of 4. We need a 4 or higher, and we do not succeed in that. Oh, wait, before he does anything, he has to draw an event. Renewal. Reshuffle the... Oh, really? Reshuffle the event deck. And draw another card. Okay. So we'll take all these cards, shuffle them back in, and then we got to draw another card. Looters, 4 to evade. Which he cannot do. Oh, he actually gains his secrecy, which is great. Nice. So he dodges the looters. That is good. And now on his turn, he has to search. I can't remember. I rolled for search, and I think I failed. So we had a failure, a failure, a failure, and a failure. Remember I said in the beginning of this game, beginning of this episode, the main thing I said is you cannot continue to fail, because if you do, you will just get behind the 8 ball. Necromancer's turn. He gets to go up 1. He's going to put a token over here. He's going to roll to see where he's moving to. We have 6, 5, 4, 5. So unless he rolls at least a 5, he can't spot anyone. Okay, he spots the knight. So he will come down here to where the knight is. And now every one of these characters is going to lose stuff. And he will then bring a blight. There's already a blight there, so he doesn't get to do his double effect. This is the ruins. He's going to bring a gate there. The gate. Necromancer will teleport from here. Great. Oh, wonderful. All right. This went up 1. He's moved. Everyone's happy except for, well, me. And that's the end of the turn. Turns go by very quick, I will say that. That's one cool, really cool thing with this game is turns do go by rather quickly. I'm going to zoom out again. For some reason, this wants to keep you guys zoomed in a little bit, which is nicer, but then you don't get to see all the cards and everything. So I'm going to zoom you out just a little bit and see if that helps there. All right. So we get all of our tokens back. Can you guys do something better this time? This is the one downside with this game. It's a great game. I love it. It's so thematic. There's so many great things going on. But if you just keep fouling, and you just keep missing your tests and you keep missing it, you just get behind the 8 ball, and there's nothing you can do to catch up. Just nothing you can do. Phoenix Knight. Phoenix Knight says he's pretty sure the Necromancer doesn't give 2 shits about my happiness, and I agree with him. I agree with you, Phoenix Knight, and I'm going to actually. That's a great comment. So I'm going to actually highlight that here on my chat. And we'll just put the chat up at the top, something like that. All right. Great game, so thematic. Again, it's just, this game makes me happy to play it. I've played it 3 different we've had, this is the 3rd part. This will be the final part. If it doesn't get done tonight, we'll put it away and we'll look at it again later in the year. That's fine. It is a tough game to win. I do go in knowing this. But it's just so many cool things to going on. So many different characters, so many different powers you're not going to see. I would say again, and I've said this before, but I will say it again. If you can somehow find a second edition box, get the second edition. It comes with all the characters and everything in one second edition box. Although it's somewhere in the neighborhood of $150 to $200. It's still a great game if you can afford it. I would try to get it. But I don't think there's going to be any copies available. I'm fortunate I have a copy because I got it a few years ago and I've had a copy. But to replace the second edition, which is a much better game and a much better components, all your cards are tarot-sized cards and really glossy, the really nice quality and everything. But to replace this, if you can't find a second edition and you want to get this game, get the first edition. It's still good and it's dirt cheap. I got this Necromancer bundle, again, which comes with 18 different characters and the base game and the first expansion and the second expansion. So the Necromancer bundle, I got all that for like $30, $30 or $35. So not even like the cost of a normal game. And you're getting the base game, the first expansion, and the second expansion, which adds quests, which is kind of an important part of the game. It's not the second edition, but for $35 or $40, it is a great, super good value. You're going to have 8 playthroughs, 2 to 3 hours apiece. You're going to have 40 to 60 hours of gameplay minimum. It's just a great value. Trust me on this when I tell you that. Okay. So it is our turn. Yay. Let's try the wizard again. The wizard is up here all by himself in the mountains searching. All he has to do is search and find keys. There are keys available here. If he could freaking search. So he's going to search again. Oh, by the way, when this gate came into play, because I have the rune of interference, whenever a blight is created, I roll a dice on a 6, I destroy it, which is huge. So let's roll it. We've already done it twice. We've killed 2 of his blights. Can we kill this one as well? We need a 6. Let's do it. 6 me. No, not this time. Okay. All right. I got to remember to do that when the blight's created, though. Okay. So now what we want to do is try to get up there and complete this secret convoy, which would be great. He's already got 1 token on it. He only needs to have 4 time. It's somebody that can elude, which is the knight, would be nice. So the knight is going to... All right, so here's the knight's turn. So he loses his secrecy because he's in with the Necromancer. We don't like that. Then he draws a card, which we don't like that either. It's a close call. So we roll a die, and we find out we want a 5 or a 6. We want no effect here. Otherwise, we're going to lose some grace or some secrecy. We want a 5 or 6, please. That's not a 5 or 6. We're going to lose some grace. So the knight lost a grace. Great. Good golly, Miss Molly. We have not had very many successes at all, I'm telling you. All right, so on the turn of the knight is going to do an action called Hard Ride. He can move twice, but gains no secrecy. So the knight is going to go on and go 2. And he's done. But now he's over there and he can try to get rid of the secret convoy. And, it only took him 1 turn to get over there. These characters are going to take forever to get over there. So that's the knight's turn. He's done. That was his action. The wizard. The wizard. Come on, wizard. The ritual. You can spend a grace and lose a secrecy to cancel this event. Count the blights in your location, which are 0. Oh, the Necromancer moves there. Ooh, that's not good. I'm not losing that stuff to prevent the Necromancer from moving there. I am just... yeah, the Wizard is going to go over there, and the Necromancer is going to go there because it'll actually save these characters. It'll save them by having them go over there. Alright. So the Necromancer moved over there. Nice. Well, he had a gate anyway, so... Alright, now the Wizard's turn. Now because the Necromancer has arrived, I don't know if I want to stay there and search. But I think I do need to search. So I'm going to search. Because if we need to, we can always run to the monastery next turn. So we're going to search the mountains. Search. We need a 4. 4 or higher. Yay! We did it. Oh my god. Everyone, stop the applause. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Alright, so now let's find out what we got. We are in the mountains. We found a key. Good Lord, we found a key. We found 1 of 3 keys we need to get one of these relics. We found 1 of 3 keys that we need to have to get this relic. So the Wizard, congratulations, you've got yourself a key. Yay! Alright. That is the Wizard's turn. Well done, Mr. Wizard. Now, because the Necromancer is no longer here, these guys will not take secrecy damage when they take their turns. So we're going to have the Acolyte go now. The Acolyte is going to try the Horde. He has a 5. It's a small horde. He can fight it for 4 or evade it for 3. He's got no bonuses, so he might as well just try to evade it for 3. I need a 3 or higher. 3 or higher. There you go. We evaded the horde. We don't have to worry about anything. There we go. 2 successes in a row. Thank you, Lord. Confusion. What does confusion do? Oh, no tactics. And a shroud protects the other blights. Alright. The Acolyte is going to try to get rid of the gate. He needs a 5 or a 6. He's got no special bonuses. Although, I wonder if we should just try and do some more searches. What's the search difficulty over here? It's a 4 as well. Okay. So the search difficulty is a 4. Alright. We can do a 4. Come on. We're going to search. We're going to search. Forget about getting rid of these. Hang on. Who else is there? The Paragon. Oh, he's good at questing, right. He needs to go up there to the quest. It's going to take him 2 turns to get there. He gets to fight with 2 dice, though. So the Acolyte... Yeah, he's going to search. The Acolyte's going to search. That's what he's going to do. He needs a 4 or higher. God damn it. Can't find anything. Okay. Paragon, what are you going to do? Dark Champion has arrived. It is 11. So a Revenant has showed up. 5 to fight it. 4 to evade. We're going to fight with 2 dice. And we need a 5 or a 6. Otherwise, he's going to be killed. And he's killed. But he will spend a grace to prevent the death. So he fights the Dark Champion. He gets the Dark Champion wins. But he uses his grace to prevent his death. So, great. By the time I get up there, it's going to be 1 turn, 2 turns. He'll have 1 turn to try and get that secret convoy taken care of. So in the meantime, he's going to try and get rid of this stupid gate once again. I'm going to try it until we get rid of this stupid gate. We need a 5. Oh my God. Failure, 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 failure. 1 success that whole turn. Oh my God. All right, Necromancer, this goes up to 12. The Necromancer will see what he's going to do. No, he rolls a 6. Which means he will find the wizard and stay in that area with the wizard. And because he's in an area that doesn't have any other blights, he will create 2 blights. First blight in the mountains will be a gate. Oh no. These 2 gates, well, that's bad. And the second blight will be shades. We will have the shades will come into play. They are a 5 to fight. When they attack you, you can fight back with a 3 or evade with the 5. Oh, it's just all going to hell, isn't it? This moved up. We put another token over here. It's at 2 already. And we activate all our guys again. Whew. Back to our turn. Went quick. Goes quick. All right. The wizard. The wizard. We'll activate the wizard first. His event is another dead servant. He has a 5 secrecy, so it's just a scout. He can evade it with a 5. Can he evade it with a 5? Oh, you know what? I forgot again. The rune of interference. If I roll a 6, then we block that gate from coming in. Yes, we actually do. Ha ha ha. And if we roll a 6, we block the shades from coming in. Oh my God, we double blocked. Are you kidding me? That is incredible. That has been the best. Without that, we would have been dead like years ago without that power. That's like the 4th or 5th time we've prevented Blight from coming on the board. So let's see. Now he starts with the Necromancer, so he loses his secrecy. A dead servant comes in, and it's a 4 to fight or 4 to evade. 4 to fight, 4 to evade. He only has 1 power, but he has to exhaust it, so he's not going to use that. He misses, so he loses a thing. So that another failure. Great. All right, but the wizard doesn't have to worry about anything other than the Necromancer, so he's going to search again. Maybe he can find another key. He needs a 4. Oh my God. Failing. Ah, so bad. Uh-oh, something went right. Sounds to me like it's time to, everything's going to go to hell in a handbasket. I know, right? Oh, that was not good at all. Okay, let's go to the knight. Let's see what happens with the knight. He's going to haunt A haunt just showed up. He's only got a secrecy of 3. So it's a ghost. Defend of, fight of 4, evade of 4. He will evade with 2 dice, needing a 4. Failed. Oh my god. He loses in life again. Alright, he's now going to try and get the secret convoy over there. Elude versus 5. He will use 2 dice. He needs a 5 for a success. And 1 success is all we need. Oh my god! Another failure! What is going on? Unbelievable. Failure. And it's like, all you need to roll is like 3 or higher. How many times? Good Lord. That's why I said this is going to be the last episode one way or the other. Because we're either going to do good enough to make it a game and complete it, or we're going to be bad enough that we can't win and we're just going to call it at that point. Acolyte, where are you? Right here. So, you got an event. It's another dead servant. He showed up a lot. You evade with a 5. Evade with a 5. Yes, he does. He evades. The Acolyte is going to... He's going to try and get rid of this decay. Let's try and see if we can get rid of the decay. We still need a 5, but it has no effect if nothing happens. Oh my god. Oh, here's the other thing. When we tried to get rid of this gate, when we fail, it was +1. So we failed against it 3 times. So we should have moved that up 3 times when we failed against the gate. My bad. I forgot about that. I honestly forgot. I'm sorry. That's why I wanted to go after the decay, because there's no effect if you fail that one. And because all we do is fail. Paragon, what are you going to do? You're going to blink. Roll a die. 3. Move to the... Oh my god, he moves to the forest. This is the Paragon. Moves to the forest, which is over here. Blinks him over there. Alright, well, if he stays there, he's going to have skeletons to fight. He's going to try to rebuke with 2 dice. 2 dice to rebuke. He's going to try to kill the skeletons. Let's try and do something, people. Something, please, for the love of... Oh, my God. Double 6s. Are you kidding me? So the skeletons are dead. The skeletons are dead. Well, we had 1 success. Again, fail, 1 success. That's just going to put you behind the 8 ball faster and faster. Again, if we hadn't blocked those 5 blights, there's 5 more blights on the board. Right now we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We would normally have like 12 or so. All right, start of his turn, it goes up to 16. He gets another token on this thing over here. Then we roll and see where he's going to go. It's a 5. He still finds the wizard because he rolls high enough to find the wizard. Of course he does, so he just stays there. And he tries to create 2 more blights. And that is going to be mountains. A Oblivion. And once again, we're going to see if we can get rid of it on a 6. No. second one, oops, is Desecration. We'll get rid of it on a 6. No. 2 more failures. Somebody writing these down. Desecration right there. So some Desecration over there. We got some Oblivion. Lovely. All right, we get all of our characters back. Whew. Well, let's see if the knight completes that. If he fails that quest, it's pretty much over. So we're gonna see what happens to the knight. Oh Jesus, it's over because we draw a quest. Oh no, wait, we draw a quest. Okay, we draw a quest and roll a die to determine the location. Then add a marker to this quest. So the quest is going to be trapped children. We're going to look to see where the trapped children are at. They're in number 2, which is down here. So the trapped children have showed up there, but we automatically put a token on it. A group of children have been cut off from help by the advancing dead. Sneak them out of danger and back to safety. We need to evade versus 4. Each success. If we fail, we draw a search result. Otherwise, we move the doom track up. Great. Our urgent plea, the trapped children, they've told us they need some help. We got to try to help the children. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Well, that was the night's event. Now he needs to be successful. He has 2 dice. Once again, he needs a 5. If he's not successful, it's probably GG at this point because we're just so far behind. Because he's going to get another +1 from that. He's going to get a +1 in his turn. Once he gets to 20, he gets to create an extra blight whenever he moves on a dice of 1 roll, 1 or 2. And if he ever gets to 30, it's pretty much over anyways. We're more than halfway through this. Way more than halfway. And we've got 1 stinking key. Let me explain to you something. Well, first let me roll the dice. And then I'll explain something to you. He failed. He rolled 2 4s. So no one else can get over there to complete this quest, which means we're going to fail that quest. Because he can't roll a 5 or a 6 on these dice. Alright, so let me explain how you win this game. Let me just show you guys how you win this game, right? So what you gotta do is the object of this game somehow, like what you're trying to do is you're trying to search in different locations to find these keys. See these keys? There are keys that we can find. Right? There's all kinds of keys. Tons and tons of keys. There's more keys in the bag. I could get out more. We got tons and tons of keys. We're trying to find these keys. Right? So this is the object of the game. We're trying to find these keys. What the keys do is if one character, can get 3 keys, like the wizard. If the wizard was to get 3 keys here, he could then go and try to find a holy relic. And once he had a holy relic, then he gets a +1 to his attack roll, and he can damage the Necromancer. Or we have another character that has 3 keys, and he gets one of these tokens, one of these holy relics. And we have another character that gets 3 keys, and he gets another one of these. And then these individuals go back to the monastery, and they drop these holy relics off at the monastery. And the wizard. Then we have created a powerful enough source the Necromancer cannot break through, and we win the game. So that's how we do it. Now, mind you, with all that said about what we're doing and how to do it, right? We have in our possession a total of one, count them, one key. So you can see how far back we are from where we should be. Yes, we could technically still win, but we need to find the keys so that we can get these relics, so we can either collect a bunch of relics and bring them back to the monastery, or one character can have the relic and fight the Necromancer and roll a 6 plus 1 for having the item, makes it a 7. You have a 7 and you do a damage to the Necromancer, assuming he has no blights there to protect him from that. Which means we have to get rid of all these blights that are all over the board. But now the Necromancer gets to put more blights out for free. So you can kind of see my dilemma. We have a total of one key because we're so good at this game that it is extremely hard to win, first of all. Okay, so you're not going to win every game, but like we should have at this point, several characters should have several keys at this point in the game. And it's just going to get worse because this is going to fail, which is going to make this go up a spot. And then he's going to move it up a spot. So we're going to be up at 18 at the end of this turn already. And then we already got this quest that may or may not succeed or fail. Who knows? It's just, holy crap, it's horrible. And we have total one good item. We've only found one good item. Now the wizard has 4 skills. He used one of them, but he found his skill. We found an item, and we found his. What the hell have we been doing since the start? We have one item and one skill and one key. That's all we've done in 16 turns. What in the hell? Oh my God. I gotta move where's the knight? The knight goes back to the castle because that's where he was at. Okay, so knight failed his check. Congratulations, Mr. Knight. And he's done. All right. Let's go with the Paragon and see what the Paragon's. He's got the Horde coming in. Okay. He's got 6 secrecy, which is actually very good. He will fight with 2 dice. He needs a 4 or higher. For the love of God, give me a 4 or higher. I had the 2nd edition of this game and tried it a couple times. I got rid of it because I seemed like too much of a slog to me at the time. Yeah, I mean, it definitely tells a story, that's for sure. The story can be a slog, or it can be a fun, interesting story. I guess it depends on your thoughts about the game. But, yeah, the 2nd edition game is worth a mint right now. So I hope you sold it for a lot of money. 6! Success! Oh, the Horde doesn't kill us. Yay! Alright. Where are you? Paragon is here. You can't search because there's dark fog there. He's going to try and get rid of this dark fog. Once again, we need a 5. We need a 5. We need a 5. Failure again. Okay, great. We're on a great roll. We're on a good roll. Yeah, all right. Good job. Acolyte. We're going to... Well, we got to see what happens to him first. He loses his secrecy because he's been betrayed. He's going to try and get rid of this gate. It's only a 5. He got it. He got it. I don't believe he got it. He got rid of the gate. Well done, sir. Well frickin' done. It's about time somebody does something. Wizard, what are you going to do for your turn? He's got a latent spell. He loses his secrecy. And then he's going to roll a die. And he draws a power card. So the wizard is going to get another power card. Arcane energy bonus. Exhausting any time to refresh all your powers. Oh my god. Well, I guess he should start using his powers. Now he's found some arcane energy. Well, look at him go. Wizard, go. Wizard, go. Oh, he loses his secrecy at the start of his turn because he's with the Necromancer. So he's going to have to get the hell out of there, which will earn him his secrecy back. And look at that. Oh, look. Our turn's over, and we gained literally nothing during the turn. We didn't get any more keys. We didn't get any more items. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We did get one new spell during the round. You can't keep failing like this, or you will never pass. So, how long have we been going on this? 50 minutes. All right, we'll go another. We'll see how it goes. So that's it. Necromancer's turn. This goes up. He completes this, and that means it goes up again. It's at 19 now. And he has secured his secret convoy. He's put an artifact into his lair. We could have gotten an artifact, which would have been nice. But no, we don't have that. Because we couldn't complete the quest. I will say about this game, though, if you play like 2nd edition Arkham Horror, you can play this solo with 4 characters, which is what I'm doing here. Same thing with Arkham Horror, but when you play Arkham Horror with 4 people, each running 1 character, you get that interaction with players, and people go, oh, you know, I can do this, you do this, I'll do that, and you can kind of work things out. If you're playing solo, you got to try to work all that out in your head. So it is a lot harder. If I was playing a 4-player game of this game, it would be slightly easier because of the human interaction and the human, the human minds that will all meld together, right? It is always much easier than when you're doing it solo. So as a solo player, it makes it more difficult just to run these different characters and using all the special powers and trying to figure out what every one of them should do every turn. It just makes it harder because of that fact. Okay. Now. Oh, he puts another token on this. Right, so he's up to 2 turns on that. The Necromancer will now roll to see what he's going to do for the turn. He rolled a 3, which means he will literally not see anyone this turn, which means he will actually move to 3, and in this case, a 3 means he will stay in this location. He will still create a blight in that location, which is not good. He's in the mountains. He will add some confusion to the mountains. And now the mountains have 3 blights. He can put a 4th one there, and then once there's 4 there, he can't put any more. Any more will come into our monastery, and if there's ever 4 in the monastery, we instantly lose. Not that that's... we're probably not going to give them enough turns to even do that. So the wizard's got to spend a turn, maybe healing, doing something. We need to go to an area that has keys if we're trying to find a key, which is the forest. But right now the forest has got the dark fog because for some reason we can't get rid of anything on the board. Oh wait, when the confusion comes in, I have my Rune of Interference. If I roll a 6, we can block it. Roll a 6. Hey, we did. No confusion for you. Holy crap, that card has saved us like 7 times so far. Oh my god. Imagine what the board would look like if we had 7 more blights on the board. That's how bad it would be. That's where it should be. But like every other time we roll a 6 on this. It's been amazing. All right, people, gather around, listen up. We need some keys so we can get some of the holy relics. Ready? Break. All right. And Paragon says, well, I can't do anything about that because I have dark fog. Really? Oh, okay. Well, let's see what your event is. Guarded Drove. 6 fight or 6 evade. He will fight with 2 dice. He will fight with 6s. He will fight you to the death. Fight you to the death! He fights you to the death! Yes! Alright, so we lose the secrecy. Oop, we get over a token spec. But we draw a search result. So we searched in the forest, and we have found a treasure chest. We found a treasure chest, which is discard at any time to draw a new power card, which he's going to do immediately. The Paragon is actually going to get one of his special power cards now. Aura of Alertness. Activate it, and then all heroes in your location get +1 die when eluding. Okay. He doesn't have an aura on right now, so that might be something he wants to do. But he defeated the Guarded Trove. Yay, one thing we did right. Now, he's going to try and fight this darkness. Find the cause of the darkness. He needs a 5 or a 6. Wow. 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 Everything's turning around all of a sudden. We're going to win all of a sudden. We're going to win. All right. Good job. Woohoo! Nicely done. Good job, Paragon. Good job. Acolyte, where are you? You are here. Let's see what happens to you. Draw a quest. Oh. Another quest. A Rogue Reaper. I gotta find where it goes. 5, which is over here in the swamp. Draw a quest and roll a die to determine its location. Alright. The Rogue Reaper. Let's see what this is up. We have 5 turns. We only need 1 success. A Reaper has gone mad and is slaughtering people at random. Destroy the Reaper and put a stop to this. It's fight 6. Each success is 1 success. If you fail, take a wound. If you complete it, you get an empathy token. If it expires, it gets +1 to the doom track. And this is over here, way away from wherever. We have 4 of the 6 spots covered with our characters. And it shows up in a location we don't have one of our characters. We had a 66% chance of having the quest show up where one of our characters was at. 66% chance. Yes, I am bitter. I know. I'm a bitter old man. What can I say? All right. It is, that was the Acolyte's draw. Now, the Acolyte, he's going to try search difficulty of 4. It's a double key. We're going to go here. He's going to search for the love of God. He's not very good at it. He's going to ignore the decay. And actually, yeah. So the decay just says that items don't have any effect. And I think that means it's global if it's got a red border. I think that's second edition. It was red was global effect. Let me just double check. Let's see. Items including relics have no effect. They can be carried and traded, but not used for anything. No, this makes winning impossible. This blight affects all locations. Yep. So it affects all locations. You can't even win when this is out. Because it, even if we got one of these things, it would make it not work. So we have to get rid of that eventually. But we also want to search because it's a double key location. If we find something, it's probably going to be a key. So what do we do? What do we do? He needs a 5 or a 6 to get rid of that thing. 5 or 6. All right, we're going to try and get rid of it. We'll search next time, maybe, if we can get rid of it. I know you can't succeed on all the... I know you can't, but... All right, knight. Let's see what happens with the knight. He's got a tracker coming in. It's 4 to fight. He's going to evade. He's going to evade with 2 dice. He needs a 5 to evade. He loses 2 secrecy. Oh my gosh, that's bad news. That means the Necromancer is more than likely going to see him. He has got to move from his location. He's got to run. Run. In fact, I would try to run home. He's going to... Oh, Jesus. Although he's the only one that's close enough to get the Rogue Reaper, though. It might take the Necromancer a couple turns to get over there. Yeah, since when did evade equal run into the light and stop your attack with your face? I know. I just can't believe how bad I'm rolling. It's terrible. What do we do with the knights? We can move him down here. And then he's just 1 turn away from getting into the town. Or we try to move him down here. Yeah, you know what? Let's move him down there. So he gets 1 secrecy back for moving. That's not great. Actually, you know what? He's going to... You know what he's going to do? He's going to do his hard ride. He's going to move twice but gain no secrecy. He's going to move twice. 1, 2. He's going to move right to the monastery. That's his turn. Yeah, and again, we're not getting anything. We're not gaining anything. We've got to try to gain things. I thought we just had a huddle, guys. We were supposed to go out and get keys. Remember that huddle? We had a huddle. We huddled together. We talked about it. 1, 2, 3, break. Remember that? We were supposed to gain a lot of keys this turn, and we actually did nothing. Now, the wizard is in the monastery, so we don't have to draw an event. Thank you for small favors. Now, the wizard's going to move down here, and he's going to end his turn. Wow, that was exciting, wasn't it? And now it's the Necromancer's turn. It's going to go up to number 20. He's going to get a timer on this. He's going to get a timer on this. Those are going to complete before we know it. He will then roll to see who he sees. He can only see this one, which is a 5. Wizard, which is a 3. That's not great, by the way. He rolled a 5, so he does see the wizard. The only way to get to the wizard is through the village. So he's going to go to the village. He's going to leave behind spies. He's going to leave behind spies unless we can block it by rolling a 6. No, he will actually get his spies. All right, he will get his spy. Oop, come here, spies. Come here, come here. All right, and that's pretty much his turn. He's at 20 now, so he creates an extra blight when he rolls a movement die of 1 or a 2. He does that from 20 to 24. When he hits 25, all blight have a +1 to their effect. So instead of a 5, it's a 6. Instead of a 4, it's a 5. Etc., etc. I think, as much as I enjoy this game, I think I'm going to call it because I don't see us. We can literally fight for like an hour and a half longer and still not get anywhere. We're so... This is one of these games I think you have to get off strong. We missed our first 5 rolls. If you will go back and watch part 1, we missed our first 5 rolls that we played in this game. And that got us off to a really slow start. We had a much better part 2. But we got off to a really slow start. And again, this rune of interference has saved us like 7 times. Imagine this board with 7 more blights on it. So it would look something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what it would look like. In reality, that's what it should be if it wasn't for the rune of interference, which is greatly rolled way more 6s than it should have. So I think I'm gonna tap out. I'm gonna call the Necromancer and say, listen, you can have the valley. We're gonna give you the valley. We're gonna move out. Congratulations, you win. And yeah, we're just gonna tap out on this one. I hate to do it. It's a long game. I know that, and there's always a chance you can play to win and all that. Yes, I agree, you can. But there's also a time where you just got to say sometimes, you got to lose the battle to win the war, right? So we're going to lose the battle to win the war. We've got other games we got to get to the channel. We've got other games we want to play. This has been a good start, first edition. I wanted to introduce it to people because I think a lot of people had never heard of this game. And a lot of people especially don't know that the first edition is a very good price and a very good value for what you're getting. And I would highly recommend that if you enjoy this game, you enjoyed this playthrough, check out a Noble Knight. You can get it for like $35. You definitely want the Necromancer bundle, which will give you 18 different characters, expansion 1, expansion 2, and the base game, all for like $30 or, depending on how much you can get off a Noble Knight. We ended up getting a total of 1 key and like 3 powers is what we ended up getting. 3 extra powers and 1 key. So congratulations, you guys, for... Oh, and we did get 1 artifact, which would give us... Stop the presses here, because I'm going to tell you how awesome this artifact is. when this hero uses his artifact and prays, he's going to give one other hero 1 grace, which is basically 1 life point. Yeah. That's how awesome this was. It was giving one other hero 1 hit point. So, whoop-de-doo! Yes, it would help, but it's like, we're going to need more than 1 hit point there, buddy. Way more than 1. And I'm talking way more. Like that artifact in reality should say, when this character prays, every other hero gets 1 grace. That would be fair. The designer of this game is not a fair guy. He made this game to punish us, to teach us a lesson, to give us a backhand slap across the face and say, listen, this is my game. You will not win it. I agree. This is your game. We will not win it. Congratulations. We have surrendered. We have given you the valley. You can have it. It's all yours. We're moving out. Everyone, pack your shit. We're going. Discretion is the better part of valor. Yeah, I know. I hear you, brother. I do enjoy I love this map board much better than the 2nd edition. Again, I'm probably going to move some of these components, all these nice wooden pieces. I'm going to move all these into my 2nd edition, which is going to be much better. Yeah, it's even got some of the wooden tokens there for that. It's very nice. I love this little map, and yeah, looks pretty good. I wish, component wise, this is an older game. I wish it would have had like dual layer boards so that your little pieces don't flop around as much as they do, unfortunately. And then having the artwork on these little tokens is great. The only problem is, obviously, you need all the text, which is on the back, so you play with all the text face up so you know what they do, which means you miss all the cool artwork, which is kind of a bummer, because it would be cool to have all the cool artwork out, so when people were, come by or whatever at a convention, they would go, oh, cool, what's this? That is Darkest Night 1st Edition. Congratulations, Mr. Necromancer. You are the winner. So thanks, everyone, for coming out. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate you very much. It's good to see you all. And, yep, our first game for 2025. Again, it was a loss, but it was still a great game, a great time, great adventure. Of course, I'm going to say this again for you that maybe have fast forwarded to parts of my videos and you might not have heard this. Of course, if you can get the 2nd edition game, I would highly recommend you try it out if this looked interesting at all to you. But it is going to cost you a boatload, and I'm talking a boatload of cashola. So if you don't have a boatload of cashola for a game, you might want to look at the 1st edition. And again, the Necromancer bundle, $30 I think is what I spent on it, $30 or $35. Let me look. Let me go to Noble Knight and see. Let me see what the price was that I spent, so I can give you the exact amount. All right. $30 exactly. Darkest Night Necromancer bundle on December 2024, just 2 weeks ago, December 20th. I ordered it for $30. So they probably have a couple more boxes of it. I would highly recommend, if you this look cool and you don't have a boatload of money to try and find the 2nd edition, you might want to just get this game. I think it's very good. First edition plays very much like the second edition with, oh, look at all these bags and stuff. I wondered what happened to them. Plays very much like the second edition. Once you get all the expansions and everything. The second edition is one big box. It has everything in it. So, that's going to be a good question. Can I fit all these? Obviously, the second edition's got better quality components, better quality cards. I think they're never, if I recall correctly, I think they were like tarot-sized cards for some of them. The player boards were a little bit thicker. These are more just like cardstock. And then you have this one issue with the expansion character not having the exact same size as the other ones that came in the box. So I'm just saying quality is not the strong suit of Victory Points games. Quality is not their priority, I guess. But it's very nice. I like the thick player board, which is nice. Much nicer, I think, than the second edition one. As I recall, the second edition one was just like a thick cardboard one. You know what? I don't want to get these messed up, so I will not stack these in there. I will actually use two sheets. All right. So yeah, I think all in all, still a really fun game. All these years later, it's definitely seen better days. There's a lot better games than this out there for sure. But again, for the price, it is it's a fun little game with a lot of different characters to play and a lot of different things to try out and just experience a survival story. I'm calling this a survival game right now. You heard it here. It's a survival game for sure. This game is brutal in every manner of the ways. So just expect going in that it's going to be a hard game to win, a hard game to get anywhere, a hard game to do anything. When your characters only have, and I guess that's what the one thing that is always kind of bothered me about this game is characters only get one action. So they only get to do one thing, which kind of takes away, like you feeling like your characters are doing a whole lot because, oh, I move. Like in the beginning of the game, if you want to go back to episode 1, one character like moved and then the Necromancer attacked him and he was like, oh shit, I'm going to have to move back to the other location. And then the Necromancer moved over there and then he's like, oh shit, I'm going to move again. And the Necromancer, so he like wasted like 4 turns just moving around doing one little action. And that's, I guess, that's part of the design and stuff, I guess. So it's just like one action, it's like a worker placement, but you have one little meeple to put out. It's just not as exciting if you had 4 actions. If your heroes had like 4 actions, oh, I can do this, play a card, do this. You're doing more during the round other than going, all right, I'm moving, boom, done, your turn. Now, it does make the rounds go by faster if you only got one action. So if you're looking for quick, boom, 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 this might be the game for you. Anyways, thanks for watching. Everyone, have a great evening. Have a wonderful time, and thanks for stopping by for Game 1 of 2025. We got plenty of stuff coming soon. Don't forget, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Excuse me. We got part 3. Yes, part 3 of our top 100 games of all time. We're counting down 60 down to 41. We'll be more than halfway done in 3 episodes. We're doing 20 games a night from 7 o'clock till around 8 to 8:15, just depending on how long it takes to go through our total list. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Until then, my friends, you take care of yourselves. Have a good evening. And we'll see you all down the line. Take care, everybody.